All right, so forgot to bring some gym clothes with me, so we're working out in the work clothes, I guess. We're gonna do chest and back today. So start off with some incline barbell, and we'll go from there. Not feeling too bad today either. It's pretty nice. All right. All right, first sit done. I've had a lot of questions about where I work out at, and it's this place. It's about 15 minutes where I live. I live in Somerset County, and well, I guess a little bit out of Somerset County. Anyway, it's this place in Addison, PA. It's a real small gym, but it has everything that you need. It's not real fancy, but you get what you get, man, and you just gotta work with it. I mean, I will say that I have a decent physique. Obviously not the best, but it's not the worst either, and I achieved it all in this gym right here. Although we used to have a Smith machine here, and they took that away. I don't know what they're doing, but yeah, kind of sucks, but you just gotta make it work, man. No excuses, right? You can't have any excuses ever. Might go for wider grip on this next set. See how it works. Also, the split that I'm doing is chest back, arm shoulders, quads, hams, all upper. I'm in a soccer league on Sundays, so I would have a full leg day on Wednesday and an all lower day on Saturday, but that doesn't quite pair well with the Sunday league games because it absolutely murders my legs. So until that league's over, this is the split I'm working with. All right. A little bit more about me, guys. 19, almost 20. I turn 20 next month. I competed in a bodybuilding show. Uploaded that on my TikTok and my Instagram as well. But yeah, no, I'm almost 20 years old. I'm doing college online. Works better for me personally. I did do a year in person, so at least I got that experience. And for me personally, it's just not my cup of tea, not my acquired taste. I played soccer in high school, and I'm going to college for criminal justice. And I got a family member in the FBI, so I'm hoping to get in there with a few years of experience. But yeah, that's just pretty much all about me. I like soccer. I like working out. I work at Mickey D's. Would not suggest it, but like I said earlier, you just got to make it work. I live this is PA, this is Maryland, this is the border. I live right here, man. And PA minimum wage is $7.25, and Maryland's is $15.25. So working at the McDonald's up there makes it pretty nice, especially living in PA. And also their gas prices way better. In PA, I think a few of the gas stations that I've seen are about $5. And the one down here in Maryland is $4.59. 40 cents, but it's a big difference to me. All right, enough talking. Let's get this third set in. Also, a little bit of a form talk there. I wouldn't suggest arching your back on an incline press, right? Because if you arch your back, all right, we'll just see if we can show an example here. When you're like this, right? You're at an incline. If you arch your back, this is making it more of a flat chest press. So there's no real need to arch your back. I know that it's probably a force of habit for a lot of you, but it's really good to just try your best to avoid that. But now we're gonna be moving on to incline dumbbell press. So let's get that going. Oh. There we go. All right. I forget, I think I did 75s last week. So, with that progressive overload, I'm gonna try and shoot for 3 sets of 80 this time. See if that works out. Hope it does. Let's see. There they are. All right. I'm kind of looking for an 8 to 12 rep failure range. So if I get anywhere between there, I'm happy. Now, if I get more than 12, or if I know that I have more in the tank than 12, then I'll have to move up and wait. I lost count, but I think I got 8 or 9. So that's good enough for me. I guess more about me. I've been lifting for about 3.5 years, 4 years. Just got really into it when I was able to do a weightlifting class in high school, and ever since then, I've kind of been obsessed with the gym. It's by far my biggest passion, without a doubt. So, with saying that, if any of you guys want tips or advice on diets or gym splits or anything like that, feel free to ask. I try my best to respond to everybody that has a question, that DMs me, Instagram, TikTok, whatever. Just because I feel like that's my way of giving back and feeding back into the gym community. Chest is feeling pretty good. All right, let's get this second set. Oh, come on. Eight and a half. 8.5. Hey, but that's good. Better than last week. So, extra 5 pounds. Yeah. Oh man, I still got a lot of back exercise. All right, let's get 9. Let's get 9. Nope. That was not moving. Whew. All right. All right, so, damn, let me catch my breath. So, with this, I mean, all it is just an incline dumbbell, fly, a slight incline. I feel that this helps to target a little more of like, you know, right here, this strip of your chest. Another thing that helps with this is, with that part of your chest is chest dips. They're a little harder though, a little more advanced. You have to be able to control your body really well, and have the ability to not just do dips, but have that extra strength to do chest dips. But to get this, I'm only gonna do 2 sets. Usually I do 3, but all 3 incline dumbbell press just went to, I just went to failure. So I'm not trying to overdo my chest. Just trying to get it right in that nice little range of, you know, the tears in the muscle where it can recover nicely, and you know that protein can fill in those gaps and make a little bit of gains with mass and strength rather than just, you know, killing it. You ain't gotta overdo it. I'm only using 25 pounds too. I make sure that I squeeze my shoulders in like you're about to, you know, bench. Put that arch in the back. And I bend my arms, go all the way down till I feel that stretch. And then I come up, and as I come up, I straighten my arms, squeeze. Another tip with those, right, because it's dumbbell, most people feel as though they lose tension right here, but that's the same thing with if you were to do regular flies, you know, cable flies, high to low cable flies or low to high, because once you get to here or here or here, you know, if you just have it like that, you kind of lose a little bit of that tension. But the whole point to, you know, keep that tension is to squeeze those shoulders back. And the entire time, even when you're down here, you're squeezing in your chest, right? You're trying to just flex your chest the whole time. And especially when you're up here, you get that full squeeze in. And it just, I mean, it works like hell. I mean, yeah, it's about as much as I can say. I'll see if I can give you an example but with the work shirt off. So I'm just gonna set this over there. But we'll get the second set in. And it's right here, right? I have no tension on my chest. It's all on my arms. I have nothing at all. But squeeze those shoulders in, bring it down here, and you squeeze. And my shoulders were out when I did that. If you just look at the peak in my chest, right, this versus that, right? I don't know if you guys can see the difference, but if you were to do it, you can definitely feel the difference. Check out a little bit of the chest pump here. Honestly, don't think it's I don't think it's too shabby at all. All right, now it's just time for the good old back. Now I would say, all right, now it's time to hit the back. I would say for sure that my back is absolutely my strongest point by far. So, obviously I'm showing you guys what I do. So let's get with it. First thing that I'm doing, oh no, I lost you. All right, so this is absolutely my favorite back exercise ever. I would say, in all honesty though, it's really only effective if you're able to do at least, just like a good chunk of weight. And I'm lucky enough to be able to do that. That just sounds like you're bragging, buddy. All right, so we're gonna do close grip barbell rows. At least that's what I call them. If that's the wrong name for these, whoopsie daisies. But this is by far one of my favorite back exercises. I fully believe that it grew the thickness in my back, which is kind of what this does. I basically, like, almost all the mass that I have in my back, I swear it's because of these. And I highly suggest them to people that, you know, are missing that mass. You can use straps with these if you want. If you don't bother. Another thing that I really like about these is, you know, you can load them heavy. You know, I got, what, 225 right now, if you're counting the bar. If you don't count the bar, 135. I like starting heavy on these because I swear it shocks my back into that stimulus. You know, you're getting that stimulus real good when you start out pretty heavy. So also with these, it's a little bit easier, at least for me. So I do pretty high reps on 3 plates. With 4, for some reason, I die. So I only get like 10 or so. Let's get into it. Let's get you guys another angle. Load that 4th plate on there. Pardon me. All right, it's enough wasting time. All right. Ooh. Oh, also, if you guys see, right, you know, I have that slight bend in my legs. I'm not like this. I'm not bringing it up to me like that. And I'm not bringing it up to me like that, right? I'm bringing this right to my sternum. And I feel as though that works best for me. I didn't talk much between that set, so we're just moving on to the third one. Ooh, pardon me, guys. Sorry about that. Ain't got a good grip. All right, moving on to the second back exercise. One of my weaknesses is my lower lats, right? So I'm trying to get those up at the moment. My upper lats are fine. So is my mid back. And lower back needs some work, but lower lats are lacking real bad. So this is definitely an exercise that I would strongly recommend to anybody that's trying to, improve that lower back. Both strength and size. So for me personally, right, just lower the weight, do this as an example. Right, so for this, grabbing it like this, right? Not quite shoulder width, I'm probably in a lot, right? So my goal is when I come back, I'm only coming to here, right? This is my top, this is my bottom. And, when you're going down with it, right? You're not just going down. You're not going straight down, right? You want to come and drive, almost pretend like you're trying to pull that bar in two, right? So you're coming down, you're driving it out. You get to that bottom, you really feel it in your lower lats. So just get this set, talk a little bit more about it. I feel like why this movement is pretty controversial, especially without straps, right, is, you're working a lot of your biceps. But with the way that I'm doing it, right, me personally, hardly any of it is in my biceps, right? Because I'm not coming down with it, right? My wrists aren't curling, they're straight. I'm coming from here and I'm pushing out, right? And for me, like I said, personally, I don't feel any of it in my biceps. Now, when I go like this and I go straight down with it, I feel a lot of it in my biceps. But with that motion of pushing outward, it's almost like you're doing, you're on the cable machine and you're going like this, right? Except instead of doing it with, 60 pounds or, however damn strong you are with that movement, I can do 175 pounds, work more than just, one side at a time. I can get both. And I'm really focusing that lower lat too. Anyway, it all just comes down to, personal preference, what you guys like, what's most comfortable for you. But this is one that I really like, so I'll do it until my lower lats catch up. Oh, fuck, what's next? That's 1, 2. Oh, yeah. Sorry. So, oh, bollocks. Just put this here. All right, this is another really nice movement. Say, forget the name. Let's see how, yeah, look at this mirror, shit, right? Anyway, I'm only doing 2 sets of the reverse grip pull downs. Because, like I said, not trying to absolutely, murder my back. Trying to build it at a pace. Trying to build the strength at a pace with that progressive overload. I did more last week. I did more than I did last week, right? More weight than I have, aside from the close grip rows, right? For these, some people use ropes, some people use this, and some people use this, or they just use, like a straight bar, right? For me, I like to go like this. I feel as though it gives me more control, but I'm gonna take a step back, and the furthest that I'm gonna let it go up this whole time, or at least my fists, is gonna be my eyes. So I'm gonna take a step back, and I have it across my, the bottom of my fingers, right? Take that step back, and I have a slight bend to my elbows. We're just gonna go down, and from here, it's the row. So you're gonna go like that. Keep those elbows the same the whole way through. You're not looking to go like this, right? And then back up the straight. You're looking to keep your arms bent the same the whole way through. And if it makes it easier for some of you guys, right? This is another tip that I give, people that I work out with that struggle with things like this. If it helps, kind of bend over, and then as you go down, raise yourself up, right? So you're going like this, and you're going like that, right? You're slowly moving your hips forward. Now, that helps a lot if the weight's pretty heavy. It's almost like a cheater rep, but yeah, let's just get this over with. Now, the places that you should feel it are right here and, right around here. At least it's where I feel it. But it is a lat exercise, so no matter what, you should be feeling it here. If you're not, you're doing it wrong. And that's not to say, throwing a jab at you or nothing. Just look up a TikTok video, Instagram video, whatever works best for you, right? And go to a lighter weight. You want to get that form down first before you start pushing that heavy weight. That's where the injuries come from. That's where tears come from. So you always want to make sure with any workout, not just this specifically, any exercise, anything ever, you want to get the form down first. And with this, I feel as though I don't need much rest time. Oh, another thing, right? I drive my hands almost in a diagonal, right? They're not flat and they're not totally sideways either. So they're kind of at that diagonal like that. And as I come down, I aim for my knuckles touching my hip bones, right? This knuckle right here, touching my hip bones. As I do that, I feel like as though that gives me more, when you go like this, right, and you flex your back, I feel it here. Again, that might not be the case for you, but for me, when I go like that, I'm feeling it right in my lat, right where I want it to hit. And like I said, works out best for me. You might be a little bit different. Anyway, this is the last set. Get it over with. Check the pump. See how we're looking. All right. So this is, you know, after the chest and back day, I gotta set this down. So we'll see the pump. Let's run through a couple poses. Ooh, not too shabby. All right, let's check out the back. Whew. I think that's pretty much it, right? I mean, you can see, you know, my lower lats. We're getting there. You see right there? We're getting there. Both sides. And that's exactly what I want. So, yeah, that's it. It's the workout. Gonna go home, take a shower, eat some food. But, yeah, if you somehow watched through all of this, I thank you very much. And, yeah, have a good day, guys.